Whoop, whoop. What is up, Bearcats? Happy 4th of July Eve, pal. We're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. It's the HMG TNA Impact Watch Along at Belt Count, pal. Good to see you, Lab Rat. What are they testing on you tonight? Yeet, yeet. We got Darkside Caster in the house, too, pal. What's up? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, man. We're hanging. We're chilling. We're getting it. Hope you're all getting ready for a fucking awesome weekend. I know I am. Although we're not going into it unscathed. Rest in peace, Michael Madsen. Paying tribute with the lower third. Oh, nice, pal. Nice. Stuck in the middle with Moose. Here I am. We got cold-blooded in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Right, I'm going to go for 8 for belt count tonight. Oh, nice. 150 milligrams. Yeet, yeet. Good to see y'all. Yeet. Going 7. Whoop, whoop. All right, I'm going to see if it's going on my YouTube. So if I can watch it on the YouTube, I'm going to do that instead. Save the web. There, okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Man, it still blows my mind that the person who sings the Iconics theme is Harley Cameron. Well, to be fair, it kind of makes sense, you know. They're all from Australia, and Harley Cameron's insanely talented. That might be her real name. I don't know. Let me check. Nope. So yeah, I'm guessing WWE is a lot more lenient when it comes to that. Or how much was it to be a thing where we're not really we're releasing you, but it's kind of we're more like sending you back to sending you down to TNA to get some more seasoning and get better. Dude, she would fit in with them. Like that would be a good like women's trios group right there. Oh yeah, she is in the music video. That's right. Whoop, whoop. Sorry, getting my taco set up. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, they did that? Wow. Yeah, that's that doesn't make it. Yeah, that move doesn't make any sense. Hey, yo, Todd Brantley in the house. Mr. No Monikers Needed and the two-time HMG Pick'em Challenge World Champion. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Good to see you, man. Hope all's well. Whoop, whoop. Yes, sir. It is free on YouTube tonight. Oh, for real? Yeah, they can be on my TV anytime, pal. She helped me get my first international booking. The first time I wrestled in America was thanks to her. So, like I said, I can't going with 7. We both fell one short. It was 11. It ended up being 11 last night. Yeah, but off by 1 ain't bad, though. Especially with AEW when it could literally be anywhere from like 4 belts to over 20. I don't work too hard, pal. Whoop, whoop. And Mike Santana, who are the players involved in the world title match. Before she can get the tag, it's in the chain. Never to escape. Both knockouts going down hard. Watching this match backstage, the elegance brand, the reigning knockout world tag team champions. 2 belts. We're at 2. Hey, what's up, Sonic? Good to see you, pal. Yeet, yeet. Hope all's well with you, too. Good to see you, man. Kicking off with some women's action tonight. Yeet, yeet. I'll need some more of this double-decker taco. Yeah, you guys some decent characters in this match. So you got Indy and Tessa, same anniversary, pal. There's one dude on the one dude is part of security who looks like a fucking non-binary Kurt Hennig. Yeah, like it just it's something there, but it's like weird. This is actually one of the better stories they've been doing on Impact, like what's going on with Order 4. Because like even like they haven't been doing much, but at least they're advancing it week to week. Yeah. As somebody who was like that myself in the ring, I can definitely see that in her as well.
We supply relationships from all over the world. I actually don't.
We're in a I said, excellent. See what's going on there, pal. Wow, AEW went under 600,000 viewers for episode 300. Yeah, agreed, Darkseid. I got this theory that basically her release kind of came down to we're gonna let you go, you keep your name, but we're gonna get TNA to sign you. Basically, like, yeah, it's like you're going back to, like, think of it as like, somebody at the main roster, they're not ready, they're going back to OVW. Hmm. 100% agreed, Darkseid. I mean, Liv Morgan came up to the main roster about 10 years ago. Man, yeah, Liv Morgan's been on the roster for the last 10 years, roughly. She didn't start getting good to the last, like, year, maybe last 2 years. Like, she didn't start actually getting it and getting better and improving. Doing good, man. I got some great news today. I found out my car is moved forward with its body and body shop work. Actually, the body shop work is going to move on to the service shop to get that done. So I'm hoping to have my car back next week. I can finally get back to work. Yep, exact. That too. Yeah, they completely cut house shows out. Yeah, it's like, okay, you're gonna learn on TV. Fuck, I'm not ready for TV. Like how many? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin. How long was he in the territories until? And I consider his days in like World Class and WCW as kind of territorial for their time. before he became the guy. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, same for Becky. Yeah, she's got lucky she had that moment where Nia broke her nose. Seth too. Thank you guys. That too, because if you're not, consistently working, that that can you kind of regress a little bit. Yeah, exactly. You got to cut your teeth. You got to get those 10,000 hours in. I'm liking the story and angle they're doing with Order 4. And then bringing in Cedric Alexander, it's a nice little monkey wrench into it. Yeah, I know. I heard that, Sonic. Yeah, Michael Madsen. Stuck in the middle with you. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. I know I'm doing the dance badly, but no, absolutely not. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Yo, what's up, Christopher Leclerc? Good to see you, pal. Yeah, he was in Free Willy, too. I think he was the dad, wasn't he? Let me check.
Look, I'm just cut to the chase. Tasha called me because we all know that this obsessive, angry, bitter person that I'm staring at right now is not the Ali that we all know.
Yeah, he was the dad in that.
This isn't the Ali the light. This isn't the Ali that I called brother. Do you remember 205 Live?
We're going back to 205 Live for this angle.
And soul of that division. Cruiserweight division, and carried it on our backs. And we took it all the was sitting front row, watching our match and gave us a standing ovation. Even more importantly,
Yeah, he was pretty good with that too.
Some of the dark for hostility. I am.
Yeah, at least they're giving us a backstory.
You want to bring up the past?
At least they're attaching to something.
me and Cedric, they say Cedric and Ollie. Give me something. You shut up when I'm talking. You're here to help me.
Both guys are trying. I mean, I got to give them their props. Both guys are trying.
I want you to give me something that I've never had. I want you to give me a WrestleMania rematch. I want to beat the one guy that I've never been able to beat my entire career. What I want. Ali, I told you one time before, I am not here for hostility. But if you want to get hostile, I will gladly beat your ass again and show you what's up. Challenge to win.
Or Cedric saw it coming. Good stuff. All right, Smoky Toki time. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, for real. That's awesome. Good to see those guys are still together. They're still buds. Yeah, Tasha knocked it out of the park with the press secretary character.
We're committed to ensuring our
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
First, we build state-of-the-art labs for development and quality.
Yep, yes, so they did. That's part of I think it's part of the build to it. Oh shit, skip ad. In fact, I'm going to look at that. WrestleMania 34. Yeah, it's part of the kickoff show or the pre-show. So I think you technically get a WrestleMania payday for that. So it still counts as WrestleMania. Yes, sir. So am I. Yeah, for real. Especially they're doing 2 nights. Yeah, especially because they're doing 2 nights. 2 nights as well.
Funny how silence feels louder than words sometimes. I've been quiet, too quiet maybe. People thought I disappeared. That ran broke.
Silence. Well, the one thing you don't remember.
This chain?
Killer Kelly kind of came off more as like the baby face and Masha as the heel in that package. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I would not be. Well, they have had that rule about excessive or blood on the show, but we'll see if they actually stick to it with this. And that's 3 belts. We still need to see the international, the X Division, the tag team titles, and the world title. And who knows what NXT belts might show up. That's always still in play. Like last week when JC Jane just was serious, happened to show up with her belt.
For the TNA Knockouts Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Lisbon, Portugal, Killer Kelly. And her opponent from Moscow, Russia, she is the Knockouts
World champions? That's Masha Slamovich.
Where Jordan Grace left off. Obviously, Slamovich took the championship from Jordan Grace back at Bound for Glory 250 days ago. Jordan Grace before that reigned for 287 days. It's been pure dominance. The question is, can Killer Kelly that has been the language of much of Masha Stanovich's career. These periods of
Give me the 15 days of wrestling, pal. Or the 12 days of wrestling. Shit. I fucked that up.
Chained together at the wrist. There are no countouts or disqualifications in exchange. The only win is via pinfall or submission. I mean, you can't do much as far as navigation. There's only so far you can go. So hit hard, hit fast. They seem very familiar with each other. Oh, Slamovich firing off here in the early going. Trying to wrap that chain around the throat of Killer Kelly. Oh, and ripping down Kelly by the throat, using it almost.
Or there's still creative things you can do in this match without, like, you know, resorting to blood.
Beats the PK. Here's the cover and a kick out by the challenger. Kelly quickly getting free of that chain. It's dangerous territory very early in this matchup. It's all tied up in the chain. Things like that, you have to be careful. It could pull you down. It's the person on the other end of it. But look at this.
Oh, they're doing a pull. Yeah, they're doing a pulley spot on the top turnbuckle while they're both on the floor. I like that.
Chain match, trying to utilize the environment. What type of creativity you put into play? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now Kelly wrapping the chain around the throat of Masha Slamovich, and it's wrapped around the turnbuckles.
Turning this thing around, trying to do exactly what Slamovich did to her in the early goings. Trying to navigate this dangerous piece of equipment. I can only let you get so far.
That was some good selling by Masha there, like the way she was coughing. Like, yeah, if I had something wrapped around my throat, that's how I'm selling it with that cough. Oh, commercial break, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeet, yeet. A decent show so far. Let's just go on to the next world, pal. See any crazy shit happening here?
When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's all-new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16-hour slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's pulled pork Frisco burger.
Why do we love Fort Myers? We're pretty adventurous. Yep, wild and crazy.
Whoop, whoop. By the way, I know I said for HMG After Dark on Saturday we're going to do Black Dynamite and Mallrats. We're going to change it to Black Dynamite and Reservoir Dogs to honor the memory of the late great Michael Madsen. May you rest in peace, pal. Whoop whoop. Let them know we're live on Facebook. Let them know on Facebook we're live.
Right now, Killer Kelly finding herself a strong advantage in this title matchup. Slamovich on the back foot here. By Kelly. Just a half. Up to the leg. On a win the championship and a kick. What a renaissance this would be for Killer Kelly to come back to this company after so much time away and immediately slow back into the seat. Potentially. With the chain in hand, leveling Killer Kelly. Non-stop up and down. The retainer championship, Slamovich can't end the match. And look, Slamovich is a steel mind. He can better than Brunel I've ever seen. But to your point you made earlier, she's going to pull in a direction. She already has the next challenger. This appearance by JC.
Whoop whoop.
Meanwhile, dealing with this
Oh, so yeah, it looks like they're trying to do a different create, which I like that.
So many ways the mind can split. Once again, opposite sides of this steel post. First center post goes Kelly. In that equation, I'll tell you this: no matter which way it goes, the post.
Now, both women are working a good match here. Well, that was kind of that post was a little bit sketchy at the start, though.
In the mouth of Killer Kelly.
Yeet yeet.
What kind of sympathy either one of them are showing? Get out of the way in time. Each one of those shots ricocheting could have been Slamovich's skull. Balling up the chain around her face. Slamovich stopped it. Could have been disastrous. Now straight hitbox by the champion. Oh. Snatching Kelly into plain steel. Both the chains and the stick. Steel City. I like the ball. This is a chain match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. The champion Masha Slamovich defending against Killer Kelly. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. The match can only end inside the ring. Right now, Slamovich literally dragging Killer Kelly. And now Kelly the one dragging Slamovich up the ramp here. Killer Kelly wrapping the chain around the throat. What does she have in mind here for Slamovich? Pain and destruction. From the entranceway. And leaving Pittsburgh as the new knockout world champion.
Whoop whoop.
Literally dragging the near carcass of the knockout world champion down the ramp to the ring.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, Sonic.
MK Ultra captured 2 knockouts. No more. Top of the knockouts world championship.
He's for sure taking a lot from Abyss.
The longest female-only knockouts world tag team championship reigns of all time, 182 days. Tremendous success.
But I think he's kind of taking it and making it his own. I think he's got enough of his own character in it to make it just enough. But yeah, he could kind of shed some of the elements.
Brutal chain binding them together, both down center of the ring. Kelly's mission is to return to his company with a vengeance, trying to go right to the top and capture the knockout world championship. Meanwhile, Masha Slamovich immediately responded once Kelly returned that against all odds. Quote, "You belong at my feet." That's the confidence the champion has in 250 days as champion. Sending Kelly into the corner. A new strike by Masha. Slamovich with a boot right to the face. The champ here. Rolling through. Is that enough? Is that it for Killer? Continues.
Yeah, I know, like the cutoff vest, the chain around the neck. The way the way he walks to the ring. Yeah, that was awesome. And I was watching Stevie Richards watching that, and they pointed out how they actually did like the TNA camera cut where like it's the camera's pointed at the entranceway, but then it like tilts like in a certain angle and then zooms in. Yeah, that is a weak chain. Like that looks like something you used to keep your dog chained up in in the backyard or something. And even then, I still would doubt his ability to do that or to do its job.
Opponents, especially in her early days here in TNA, did Masha Slamovich put away with that snow pile. Killer Kelly knows Slamovich perhaps better than anyone in TNA. Able to stay alive somehow this chain match for the championship. The offense, the relentlessness. Immediately wrapping the chain around her face, you savage. Trying to squeeze the life out of her.
Man, this match is going long as shit. Ooh. That's not a bad strategy. Yeah, that would actually make sense. In kayfabe, that would make sense. Yeah, give me a super master lock, pal. And Masha Slamovich still the champion. Give me fatal influence, pal. Four belts. Well, shit. Todd, we might be fucked, pal. Because now 9 belts are on the table. Oh, it's all good, Scott. Dude, I can't tell you how many times my powers went out or I've lost my internet in the middle of a stream and come back. All right, this actually makes, Lei Ying Lee and Xia Brookside are going to not make sense because they've been, ally, as allies on camera before. Yep, I think Todd picked 7 too. Let me go back and check. Yeah, so did he. So yeah, all of us are kind of on the chopping block now. Because now you have a possibility of 9. Yeah, pal. Get me the hometown man, pal. And then now on the security team, non-binary Juventud Guerrera, pal.
Not reaching your potential, not becoming who you were meant to be.
Yeah, no one wanted any action. Everybody just jaw jacking. Whoop whoop.
Are you with me or are you against me? Are you against me? Are you against me?
He kind of does.
The rest of the bodies. So now,
Yeah, invest in Diddy oil, pal. Invest in Diddy oil. Put all your money into that. And also, as a disclaimer, I am not a advisor. I do not solicit advice. I'm just giving my personal opinion as an investor.
It's time for the TNA Injury Report presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling.
Dude, yeah, those AI videos, man, that's crazy.
Due to a hernia injury, in his place, Zachary Wentz will be competing against one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth.
Wow, damn.
Timetable for Trey Miguel's return at this time as he undergoes evaluation and treatment. TNA Wrestling has learned that Zaya Brookside has re-aggravated a knee injury. Zaya is being monitored closely day to day at this time. Following his brutal street fight against Mike Santana last week, AJ Francis.
Did you see that video of outside the courtroom where Diddy supporters sprayed each other with baby oil? Is that not pretty much the same thing the Boondocks animated during that R. Kelly episode? Or not Diddy. Did I say R. Kelly? Yeah, R. Kelly. That's what I meant. R. Kelly. Only available at Target, pal. Oh, yeah, he was there too, pal. That's right. Nakazawa, Mr. Baby Oil himself. Whoop, whoop. I can't. Actually, no, yeah, about to say, no, yeah, I can't believe AEW put that on air. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, there was a legit thing where that actually happened and went viral. And it was very similar to that R. Kelly episode of Boondocks. Like I just look at that as like a Simpsons predict the future. And which is crazy how many times that's happened. Yeah, we thought it was a joke. Oh, dude, remember the I just now thought of something else. Remember the what was it? They did like a pandemic episode revolving around KFC running out of chicken or something like that. But it still was like very similar to what happened with COVID. Yeah, I heard that, Scott. That's crazy. And then you dig a little bit further into that, and all of a sudden there you see them getting a bunch of H-1B visas. Hmm. Oh yeah, they nailed it a few times too. Like what was it that one time when Stewie's running through the mall screaming about I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement. Yes, yeah, the fried chicken flu. Yes.
Taking a look back, not having lived in the moment. In this business,
Thank you, Sonic. Yeah, I remember that one. That was right around the time of that
I will say, when you work
during like swine flu.
for the last week, every person that has been on this journey with me,
I think, if I have my timeline correct.
heard. They made their voices heard so loud and so clear that it forced the hand of TNA management to give me something that I rightfully earned. And that is the TNA Slammiversary main event.
Dude, I would put South Park at like right behind Simpsons as far as predicting the future
To me, this is more than just
on their shows.
This is more than just a main event. This is
Oh, wow, really?
everything.
Wow, I never saw that episode or that content.
This moment. This is about being able to go home and show my daughter that anything is possible. Because I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to Slammiversary to lose. I am not going home and having to explain to my baby girl why I'm empty-handed. Not this time. Anybody that wants to make their presence known, go right ahead. I'm taking it home. I'm walking out of Slammiversary, the TNA World Champion. Try me. Because I'm the illest and realest to ever do it.
Oh, he's wearing an I'm Your Poppy shirt too. Nice. Yeah, I predict we see Santana walk out with the belt. And I see Joe Hendry putting Santana over in a title defense match on his way out the door to NXT. Oh, damn. Yes, that's a little on the nose there. That makes a lot. That makes a lot of sense, Sonic. Like especially if you have somebody who wants a career in comedy. And also they get these visions and the ideas. They think, oh, this is great material to make comedy out of. And they're not realizing that they're actually prophesizing through comedy. Yeah, for real. Like, that thing does not disappear. I mean, people like that were talked about in the Bible. In fact, I believe like being able to receive visions like that, I believe that might have been considered. I have to go back and double check. Do not quote me on that. That might have been a thing that's considered like a gift from God to be shared with the world. Eating all that food, pal. That's a nice shirt. Whoop, whoop. Get me Fox Box, pal.
Big back body drop. Elbow there by the complete Matt Cardona.
This is a lot of conflict. One of Matt Cardona's best friends in this entire world in this business. He's deep in the system. Oh, reboot. Oh, Russian Edwards always with her eyes on the prize. Referee checking on Eddie Edwards.
And now Cardona, it's over radio silence. Eddie Edwards able to fall. Some kind of shoulder set. Cardona kicks out at 2.
Almost perfectly executed there by Alicia Edwards and Eddie Edwards.
Wait a minute, Alicia Edwards has with any system ring. Utilizes those rings to win matches behind the referee's back.
Oh, nice, lab rat.
It's Brian Myers.
Who's that? I'm not sure.
Nice, Sonic. Woo woo. Oh boy, you know what I think we might be seeing? Are we seeing the beginning of a Brian Myers face turn and him reuniting with Matt Cardona? We're seeing the seeds planted for it. Oh shit, Dark State just showed up. Dark State just showed up on Impact. Edgeheads, pal. Whoop whoop. Get me Dark State, pal. Oh, there's this faction from NXT who's been basically, they just show up, they just randomly show up and destroy whoever's in the ring. I don't think they've lost a match yet either. Yeah, they're kind of like a 4-man version of the Shield almost. But with a few, character tweaks. Yeah, we might see that. Matt Cardona on NXT. That might happen. Oh my, pal. Yeah, and also kind of a Retribution knockoff too. Only main difference is motivation is where these guys that enjoy having fun causing chaos and hurting people. We hurt people. Hey, no problem. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, they did kind of tease on NXT this week that they might appear here tonight. Commercial break time. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another good comparison too. Yeah, I see some aces and eights in there too. Yeah, good call, Christopher. Whoop whoop. See what's going on in Facebook land. Oh yeah, I remember you telling that it was like West Briscoe, you said, I think. Wait a minute, y'all's been attacked, pal. Or was that home? Or was that home team, man? I couldn't. Yeah, I thought that was a good angle. Sorry, I thought the beginning was great, but then towards the end, when they added Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson, that's kind of where it kind of jumped the shark for me. Oh, nice, Labrat. Okay, cool. Oh, damn. All right, so at Slammiversary, we have Masha Slamovich versus either JC Jane. Oh, dude, Jordan Grace is going to. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Jordan, mark it down right here. If I am wrong, I will be very shocked if I am wrong on this. Jordan Grace is going over for the NXT Women's title because then it will be her and Masha at Slammiversary, winner take all.
I wanted to be a I can remember. There's not a single moment in my life, a single period where I can remember not wanting to be a wrestler.
Because the story's right there.
Out of wrestling, and I managed to get his hand-me-downs. That was the video games, it was the action figures, it was the DVDs. And ever since then, I fell in love. Being from the UK, especially, I was seeing it. It was almost a bit punk rock. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like a bit of that edgy alternative. I feel like coming from England and coming from the UK,
That'd be fantastic, pal.
How we identify as a country. That's why I'm so proud to be from England. I don't think if I was American, I would be sat here in front of you. I don't think if I talk like this, that I would be sat here in front of you right now. I think it's because I talk like this, and I have a queen, I have a king, I have a union. That's why we start. I think that is the same reason why TNA wrestling has been held.
For real, this is how a partnership should look like.
So I started training at 9 years old. Since then, it's been 11. Keeping my head down, I've been working.
Dude, I have so much respect for Leon Slater. So much respect and admiration for that dude. Like this, yeah, like this video package is making me like him a lot more as a person.
Youngest in charge part of me, and I'm so glad that I sacrificed that. I don't even know if I want to call it sacrifice because it never really felt like work. Wrestling has felt like I've been living my dream ever since.
Dude, yeah, that would actually be a good match.
People tell me that I don't feel like I have because none of this has really felt like hard work because I'm well and truly living.
Yep, and plus they're actual close friends behind the scenes, so yeah, that would be a good cross promotional match right there. That has a cross promotional story to it. That's also very real.
It's the moment that I don't have too many memories of him. I definitely have way more memories of wrestling when I was younger than I do of him. But I'll never forget that day I saw him for the last time. And it was a couple years after that day. It's been me, my mom, and my sister. As much as I do this to prove my dad wrong, I do it just as much, probably even more, to prove my mom right. If it wasn't for her, I most certainly wouldn't be sitting talking to this camera.
Dude, this is great. Dude, this is great stuff right here. This is like personal, real life, human interest stuff. Oh, dude, Leon Slater's going over. I'm going to do the other marker down right here. Leon Slater's going over Moose at Slammiversary.
Truly, you are the MVP. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing any of this. Having to be in these positions has made me mature in a sense to where I don't feel like
You're moving with the auntie and the uncle and you're going to Bel Air.
it's something I take massive pride in. It really does fuel everything I do. The reason for me trying to be the youngest in charge, trying to live forever, trying to be remembered is so I won't have that feeling of being forgotten again.
I know, how crazy is that, dude? This dude is like, yeah, this is, you hear the phrase prodigy get thrown out there? This is a prodigy.
Because after Slammiversary, after July 20th, there's not going to be a single person ever forget me again. In the record books for as long as
I know, for real, they're putting the effort into getting the talent over, which is kind of why I think that's part of the I think that's why WWE. Shit, hang on, where are we at? 5 belts, that's 5 belts. Why I think WWE might release talent such as Indy Hartwell or Cedric Alexander and be like, hey, just re-sign with TNA. It's like going back to it's like getting sent back down to OVW for some seasoning. Oh, yes, sir, Sonic. That is correct. At the very least, Jeff was. Yeah, they were doing job matches on like the B&C shows. In fact, I think one time, I think it's in '96, I want to say, an up and coming Stone Cold Steve Austin had a get over match with I think it was Matt Hardy at one point. Yeah, Matt Hardy. Yeah, get me heat, pal. Get me something here, pal. The Ringmaster, man. Luckily they scrapped that very quickly.
For the start, Jake something. Jake was something torn left bicep shortly after challenging Joe Hendry from the TNA World Championship earlier on this year. He was supposed to have a 6-month recovery rate off. He got cleared in 2. Does that mean you have a chance? You need to wrestle before. You really. It's a physical specimen. 262 pounds.
Yeah, that would be good for both guys, I think. I agree with that booking. Yeah, we don't talk about the Ringmaster. Reach into your TV and touch my hands.
See, you need a Batman's work. Hit the pay window. DDT, he's used to win matches in the past.
Whoop whoop.
Blowing a kiss to his fiance. Step delayed. Something. They're going to catch water. Oh, 4-arm blast.
Yeah, I think the guy did pretty well for himself after that. I think he did pretty well.
Something focusing on you. A opportunity to drop him in the post. Now, give him the face. Be the national champion.
Get me 3-way, pal. Yeah, exactly, lad. We're gonna get another 3-way. Oh yeah.
It will have to be said on another day, but the tension is already at fever pitch. Something in
And for real, so yeah. So we had non-binary. There's non-binary Kurt Hennig, and I think I caught Jack Perry in there too. Yeah, they have, which is a good thing. I think that should be like kept as far away as possible, unless like a story, or angle it reaches a point in its development where that would actually mean something and make it a big deal, and make that story or angle mean something. Is that was that what injured Gable? Was that German suplex? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's. Oof. Oh, Nikki Cross. I thought you meant Killer Cross. Okay, my bad. Yeah, but you know what, though? I will say, having Ludwig Kaiser under the mask, that has potential. That has potential. And it's some and that could be just as good or just I mean that could give us some good stuff. Like that could be end up being a blessing in disguise. Oh, Myron Reed's back with the Rascals tonight. And Myron Reed, of course, the it would take some creative writing to do it, but there is a way. There is, at least off the top of my head, there is one out and one storyline direction they could go with. That is Kaiser's actually become a naturalized U.S. citizen through his relationship with Tiffany Stratton. But are they actually going to think that far and put the effort into writing that story? No. Yeah, they'll never ever get it. And of course, I believe Myron Reed is engaged to Killer Kelly, and who just gave birth to their child recently. He's a decent worker. I haven't seen too much of his stuff, so I can't really comment too much. Actually, so let me count the belts: Women's Tag, Women's World, NXT, International, So we are at 7 belts now. Yeah, agreed. I think they should have been doing a little bit more. Yeah. I agree with you on that, Sonic. 100%.
Meanwhile, questions for Trey Miguel given his injury status that we talked about earlier on tonight. Questions for AJ Francis considering the war he went through in a street fight last week against Mike Santana.
So yeah, we're at 7 belts for tonight. So we still got X Division and World Title.
So when chaos reigns, sometimes somebody demands
Not?
can see that it was protecting his brother.
Oh, and your man is able to strike. Exactly. Let's get the tag team champions here on Impact.
Yeah, Americano is a Mexican treasure either way. Oh, that shit's so great. I love that. That's such a great character. All right, a commercial break. It's time to pack another bowl, pal. Oh yeah, so as of right now, Labrat, you and Todd are currently winning the belt count at 7. All right, we'll make it a 1A, 1B. You're 1A. Oh, yeah, it's all done in fun. That's why I always goof and joke in the middle of it. Let's just go on an excellent before we come back. Never mind, we're back. Whoop whoop.
But if it's making with just that much left, how much is in the rest?
with the full-weight for the TNA World Team Championship. Pay-per-view for the TNA Plus. Arena, Long Island, New York. Get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. No advantage for the Nemeth brothers going into that matchup as you would typically see in a World Championship.
Hmm.
The champs, as the defending champs in such a chaotic match, you want all the momentum.
Oh yeah, that sucks when that happens. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that happen before.
He'll cut a few corners if he has to. Right now, America's favorite show. Former multi-time world champion.
Big right hands by both men, center of the ring. Rick Nemeth trying to slow up any offense from Zachary. Stephen throws it to the top turnbuckle. It's a good start for the wrestle. Once get back. The UPMC event center in the campus of Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Face first into the middle turnbuckle, go points. Nemeth trying to close out this man from up to both legs. There's a kick out.
And look at that. Immediately jumping right back into the chin lock. Facing any breath, not facing any movement. There's that confidence in the line.
So in the spirit of 4th of July, I saw something that you'd only see in America. I'm in the coming home from work. I'm in the drive-thru at Taco Bell. I've been having my aunt's been so great helping me, or my aunt and uncle been so great helping me drive to and from work. So on the way home, we decided to stop at Taco Bell. And again, I make sure to enter, get the app out and place my order, at least 5 minutes before we get there. There's about 4 cars in front of us. They're taking forever. One of the cars in front of us drives off. The car that's behind the car at the window decides to drive off. Here's the problem. Here's the line, the drive-thru line. Here's the building. And then here's this curb that they completely across from the window that kind of goes back by 6 feet. Yeah, pal, whoop whoop. Make sure you check that out. No, unfortunately, no, that'd have been funny though. No, not really. No, it wouldn't. But but somehow Chappelle made that funny because he does it in a way where it's not real and it's supposed to be a joke. I think that's what Chappelle did a great job of, where he made sure to let you know it's a TV show. This is fake. It's a joke. No, but anyway, so yeah, this one car decides to get out of line and completely misses the fact there's that about 6, 8, or should I say about 6 to 8 foot curb right there. gets caught up right over it, and his tail end is now blocking the rest of the drive-through. I think I remember those. It's like it's not okay to get high and drive, and then I think Chappelle's was if you're 9 years old, don't get high and ride your bike. Yeah, pal. Deucey, we're going to Glizzy Fest, pal. No shit. Damn. Bro, they're listening. They're listening.
That was close. Zachary Lance trying to push through.
Oh man, this is why I love doing these shows, man. You guys getting to hang out and just this back and forth with you guys, with wrestling on in the background. Like this is fun. This is good shit, and I enjoy it. And I really, really appreciate and love and enjoy you guys' company. HMG fan, Bearcats in the house. Yeet, yeet. I could totally see it being described like that in GTA. 100%. And it's like Nemeth Brothers over on this one. Woo woo. Oh yeah, we got to hear from Frankie Kazarian, pal. I gotta turn my fan off. 1 sec. Yeah, so in other kind of sort of good news, keep these good vibes going. I got a letter from the IRS today where they have accepted my petition to do a $200 per month deductible, to pay that off. And they said, however, we still have to, this won't start until after we process, we still haven't finished processing your return yet. And that could take up to 8 weeks, and then 30 days after that, then we'll start, deducting the money. I'm like, no problem. Take your time. Take your time. Take all the time you need for that. So cheers to that. Whoop, whoop. And then another, positive, at least for me personally, since most of my income is tips, some good news for me there today, pal. Yeah, pal. Whoop whoop indeed, lab rat. And still on this commercial break. Yeah, I think their YouTube feed, I think they're cross streaming their TNA their own streaming service feed. And any ads we see are from YouTube.
Thursday on an all-new TNA Impact. The road to Slammiversary continues. Steve Macklin with Stanley Shepard when he defends the TNA International title.
Nice. You're as high as Katy Perry was when she was in space. Nice, dude. Dude, I'm envious right now, pal. Like, I'm straight envious right now, pal. Yeah, don't cross the streams, pal. Especially at the urinals. Whoop, whoop.
Well, we're full of slaves that can speak here on TNA Impact. The first motorcycle Tuesday night. It was Joe Hendry set to go one-on-one with Wesley of NXT. The reigning TNA World Champion Rick Williams was on. By Trick Williams. Down the stretch, it looked like Joe Hendry was going to win this matchup. However, Tyson and Tyree caught Tyson and Tyree back inside the lane. Joe Hendry focusing on Wesley delivered a colossal.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That joke's is kind of right there.
Williams defends the TNA World Championship against Mike Santana and Joe Hendry in the main event of Slammiversary. But before they are opponents in Slammiversary, we will officially team up to face Uprise next week live on NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, and I use that term loosely.
Whoop, whoop.
World title will be defended in the main event.
Freaking Kazarian, I rock a delicious tan.
I am not involved in that match. Don't worry, sir. I got my lawyers to get into it.
Oh, damn.
More on that later. But for now, let me introduce anniversary. First, allow me to welcome Joe Hendry.
Man, I feel bad for any dogs in the area. Oh, that would have been a great idea, Lab Rat. I like that. I like that. I like that. Because that's kind of it's also kind of a throwback to a suicide. Oh, dude. Bro, how are you going to do that to your dog? Oh, come on, man. Oh. Or at the very least, get him some ear protection. I'm sure that it's got to be available somewhere. Yeah, Frankie could have. Yeah, Frankie would have worked in there. And plus, I don't think anybody would have picked up on it, except for that delicious tan.
He's allowing the sign for everybody here. Like a narcoleptic Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank you for the speedy entrance.
My bad.
Let me introduce my final guest, the man that beat Joe Henry for the TNA World title.
Yeah, it's true. Gable does have a pretty decent tan.
He owed him money. Williams.
No moves tonight. What the fuck? I'm disappointed here, pal. Unless we get a swerve and he cashes in option C tonight. That's 8 belts. I have not seen Malibu's Most Wanted in years, man. I have not seen that in years. Pitbull Puppy's Fool.
All right, gentlemen, before we get started, let me remind you this is the King's Speech. Is me giving Williams the forum and the opportunity to let you both know that at Slammiversary, it's not going to be a feel-good story for you or you. Thank you, Frankie. You ain't never lied. Because the truth is, I had a match and I beat him.
anniversary. Because there's one man who should be holding on to this title. One man who can represent Triple A and talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it indeed. You want to talk about it? I want to talk about it. What do you got to say about that, Joe? Frankie, oh, that's exactly what. Spoken like a true idiot.
There's something going on with the audio here, pal.
Now, I know you want to talk about it. Why don't you go ahead and talk about it? Frankie, I'm telling you. First of all, you disrespect me one more time, I'll drop your ass on your own show. So let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay, now I vaguely remember that. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, because I forgot Anthony Anderson's character's name, but wasn't his yeah, because his sister was like kind of connection between them and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting these details. Like I said, it's been like a long time since I've seen that.
Get out of my face. I'm gonna let y'all know real quick.
Yeah, that I do vaguely remember the puppy scene.
To bring TNA back to the essence. Because this company was built off being the best in this ring. Not none of the crap.
Dude, that would be awesome if they did. I hope they do too.
So I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step foot into New York. I'm gonna go into UBS Arena. I'm gonna step through these ropes, and I'm gonna take that TNA World Title. We could talk about that.
One thing I do remember pretty well though was like what was that one scene where Anthony Anderson and Tay Diggs set up Jamie Kennedy to go rob a liquor store, and he ended up getting lucky and finding a couple extra 20s in his pocket.
Mike, I respect your abilities. I respect your passion. And one day you will be the man here, but you are going to respect me because these people are still chanting, "We believe." Lies, 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 lies.
Dude, there were some like weird good movies during the early to mid 2000s. This ain't no picnic, bitch. Whoop whoop.
You told your daughter to her face that you were going to defeat Trick Williams, and that was a lie. In other words, Mike Santana, you got your ass whooped by a whack-ass rapper. The only one telling the truth is me. Because I came here, I came to TNA.
Oh man, that was another great classic. Give me Beverly Hills Ninja, pal.
And it's probably gonna make you sick, man. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's talk about that.
This is a good segment so far. I like this.
Now look, I love the intensity, I love the passion, but actually it's nothing but garbage. If I'm being honest, if I'm not holding the TNA World Title, the only man my microphone. Now, since I have you J-Bros here, let me conduct an interview on this first edition of the King's Speech. Do you really think that blue shirt is cool? Because I think it's stupid.
Yeah, for real though. But then PS2 kind of went around that and was like, hey, PS2s can play DVDs. Shit, I'll buy a PS2. I don't got to buy a DVD player. Man, confession, I've never seen Road Trip. I need to. Yeah, I know. For real, why would you let Trick go behind your back? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like if I'm Santana and Hinge, I'm like, okay, you look that way, I'll look this way. Alrighty, and that looks like that is it for TNA Impact tonight, pal. Final bell count is 8. Oh, dude, Sonic, from the stuff I've seen from that movie, I would say the exact same thing. I would say the exact same thing. Like, yeah, or some variation of that, but I'd be like, yep. So yeah, it's like that is it for the watch along tonight, and that is it for us tonight. Thank you guys and for hanging out and stopping in and chilling with us. Always a pleasure and a privilege getting to hang and chill out with you guys. Seriously, the Bearcats, the HMG fam, I really do consider y'all fam and love y'all and truly appreciate your company. That's why that's really what drives me to do these streams, because I just love hanging out with you guys. And you're kind of being like, the night DJ for HMG. No problem. Anytime. Much love. But yeah, tomorrow, see what we got for tomorrow. We got the SmackDown watch along, and we are back to 2 hours with SmackDown. And then, of course, Saturday, we got the Smack Attack. And then HMG After Dark, which will be Black Dynamite, followed up with Reservoir Dogs in honor and tribute to the late, great Michael Madsen. Rest in peace, sir. And then Sunday, of course, we got The Wreckage. And then HMG After Dark with picking up with Lucha Underground. And, of course, Monday, the Monday Locker Room Raw Watch Along, Impact Attack. Tuesday, We Like It Raw, A Show, and then NXT late start watch along as soon as A Show's off the air. Hey, anytime. It's always a pleasure and a privilege. I really, really enjoy hanging out with you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Happy 4th. If we don't get to see you before then, whoop, whoop. Take care, y'all. Yeet, yeet.